Newspaper Review. My name is Amino Center Kemere, and with me on the studio is Mr. Oyi Osaze.
You're welcome.
One of the headlines we have already taken: how we prevent vote buying during election, ICPC. How do you see this talk?
You see, the issue of vote buying has become a recurring decimal in our electioneering process. Over the years, the Independent National Electoral Commission has tried to put mechanisms and machineries in place to stop this vote buying. But we've come to realize that in every electionary season, politicians, they use this vote buying as a means or a medium to get cheap votes. For example, in the previous election states, vote buying, what is see and buy. Normally in the process, we go to have what we call secret ballot system. But these guys, they carve out a very funny method where they send their agents to verify whoever you are voting for, and when you are done voting, they'll give you money. This menace must stop in our electionary process. I will pray that ICPC will keep to their promise to ensure they stop this vote buying in the upcoming election in Osun State. That's my take.
This issue of vote buying, over the time we have been doing calculations to bring it down to what these people are actually collecting when they share their votes over a period of 4 years. And the figure is so small that even when you are calculating by 1,000, by 10,000, by 5,000, that the money is not even enough to buy anything in the market. And people continue to share their votes. But what do you think?
I think the problem is with the people, the electorate. You know, how will you sell your vote for 5,000 naira? And then you're going to suffer for the next 4 years. People should realize that whatever you do today, whatever seed you sow today, the future will remind you of it. Your kids, your unborn children, they will suffer it. When you sell your conscience for 5,000 naira for a bag of garri, bag of salt, you're not doing yourself any good. So I think apart from ICPC or EFCC trying to curtail the act of vote buying, another education should go to the individuals. The electorate, they should ensure that on election day, say capital redistributor to vote buying. Don't collect money. Don't dare vote your conscience. So that you can have good leaders that can turn around the system and bring about dividends of democracy. That's my take.
Okay. Well, on this issue of vote buying in Osun State, as we are waiting for the elections on Saturday, it's going to also be an indices to measure 2023 elections.
You know, my brother, the Osun State election is the last election that will go before general 2023 election. And INEC want to prove a point that they will be able to conduct free and fair elections. So I think everybody is in Osun State now. The PDP bigwigs, the APC bigwigs, they all want to prove a point. But I tell you, the major players in that election, Likubent Governor Boyega Wetola, the Adeleke uncle, the person of Senator Adeleke, we call him the dancing senator. That's the guy representing PDP. And then there's one ex-speaker of House of Rep. Last song, you know, his house was attacked some days ago. They want to prove a point in the election. But I pray that the people of Osun will go out there and choose who will govern them next year. Yes.
Okay. We also talked about ASU strike. And this one is coming from Senator Orji Kalu, who is urging FG to reopen talk with ASU. And generally over this ASU matter, what do you see about this whole issue?
You see,
of continuous strike almost every year?
the academic staff union of university. I remember when I was still in the university, we suffered this ASU strike. When my father was in university, he also suffered ASU strike. ASU strike has become a monthly or a quarterly experience. Now you cannot go through the walls of university or the walls of any institution without suffering this strike. February 14th this year, they declared one strike, and after some months, they went for indefinite strike. And I was thinking that the government of the day by now could have called these union members and tried to strike at least a better solution so that this menace or this ASU issue will not continue. Just some days ago, Buhari, instead of calling this body to try to negotiate with them, was giving them warning that enough is enough, they should go back to classroom. To me, I think that's not the way to go. These guys, they want development of our educational system. They also want their own type of payment system. But what they have now is IPs. And they said the IPs does not really favor them. They developed their own app, they call it UTAS. Maybe another program will try to analyze the difference between these UTAS and IPs. But I think it's that time government call them and meet their needs. So that, but today you see that students are at home, and you know that popular slogan, idle mind is the devil's workshop. So I think all these Kanu outburst is from a parental point of view that ASU should call off strike and students should go back to school.
And we want to also add our voice to that of Senator Ojikalu to urge FG to reopen talk with ASU. Considering that since 2009, there has been several agreements over the series of governments we have had. Government has always agreed with them, and they sign this document, they go back,
and they fail.
Please, federal government, we need you to come and rescue our education. Thank you very much for listening. See you some other time.